Now this is Marina Bay Residences, the crown jewel of Marina Bay District. We're heading up to check out a 2-bedroom that's facing the full-blown bay view. If you're hunting for something in District 1, the prime area of Singapore, this might be something that you are looking for. Follow Propertylimbrothers on this home tour. Let's go. Before I share with you more details, you have to have a look at this view because this is definitely the highlight. This is one of the 2 very rare stacks that is facing directly to the bay. In totality, there are 4 stacks of 2-bedder in the entire MBR, and this is stack number 7 together with us stack number 8 fronting directly towards the bay. Stacks number 2 and 3 that's facing towards the sea view. You need to have a look at this. You can see Singapore flyers, and that's Marina Bay Sands Integrated Resort. If you have seen the news recently, just in the year 2022, Las Vegas has announced that it's going to aim to complete the expansion and the rejuvenation of the entire MBS by year 2026. That's going to add so much capacity right there in the entire project. The sail was the first one to be constructed, sitting on a land plot that started from the year 2002. It was completed in 2008. These 2 towers in front of us, this is the Marina Bay Financial Centre. In short, it's called MBFC. So the entire MBFC and MBR in totality, there are 5 different towers. Now, 3 of the towers are financial centres towers. The land started from year 2005, it was completed in 2010. And why was it called the crown jewel? Because this is one of the 2 projects on top of the Sail and Marina Bay to have the full direct bay view. So MBR has a total of 10 different stacks, 428 units. There are 120 plus 1-bedder that's sitting on stack 4, 5 and 6 that's fronting towards the sea, 2-bedders with 4 stacks, stacks 2 and 3 face towards the sea, stacks 7 and 8 fronts towards the bay. And then you have 2 huge stacks of 3-bedders which are about 1,006 plus square feet and 1,009 plus square feet, and then only 1 stack which is about 38 units of 4-bedders, and that's stack number 10. Now looking at the layout, 1,055 square feet, perfect size for 2-bed, 2-bath. So you have a huge elongated and wide living and dining space. On top of that, the 2-bedroom layout is the all-open kitchen concept kind of feel. Now your fridge space is dedicated right here. U-shaped kind of design, see-through towards your dining and living space. Option for you is that you can install a sliding glass panel right here, full height all the way to the kitchen ceiling, as well as to customize your glass panel to sit on top of your kitchen island, and that will then give you a see-through effect in terms of an enclosed kitchen version. The Trick brand is the main appliance brand for MBR. So you have a built-in oven right at the bottom, induction cooker, 4-burner system. In terms of tabletop space, top and bottom cabinetry storage, definitely enough for your families. You have an added bonus right here, which is a dedicated space for your washer cum dryer. You can even go for a stack-up option if you want to have. If you were to look at this site plan orientation in terms of price behavior, the ones facing towards the direct bay view, which is stack number 1 and 10, with full-on corner stack facing, they belong to stack number 1, which is the bigger 3-bedder at 1,009 plus square feet, as well as stack number 10, which is a 4-bedder at 2,000 plus square feet. And then as you move on, the second tier pricing will belong to the 2-bedders and 3-bedder that is facing towards the bay directly. When we move to the third tier pricing, it will be the sea facing units. So if you are hunting for a 2-bedder, there are typically only 2 choices for you to select from. Either you go for the sea facing unit, which is the 3rd tier pricing. And why is it called the 3rd tier and 2nd tier pricing? Is because when you come to MBR or even the Sail, the units fronting towards the bay command more premium pricing compared to units facing the sea. So the key rationale that the sea facing units are actually at a slightly lower premium than the bay facing units is because of the URA master plan. So let's have a look at the URA master plan, and you will notice there are a lot of white sites available, and they're sitting right in front of the sea facing units. A lot of people might think that, hey, you know, if I were to purchase any sea facing units, maybe that might not last me for another 5 to 10 years. Should there be any new residential projects that will sprout out right in front of those land plots? However, if we were to look at it in another perspective, these are actually good news for the Marina Bay District residents, and that is because any project, whether is it a mixed use or integrated project that will sprout out right there, that's going to bring about a new per square foot benchmark pricing for the entire district right here. And judging by the way on how things has been going in 2020 and 2021, most of the new projects launches are sitting on 99-year land tenure, and that creates a level playing field right there from this moment onwards. Because in the past, a lot of people were thinking, hey, should I buy like a freehold new launch project in maybe D9 or 10 compared to a D1 99-year CBD residential project? But right now, if we were to look at what has been the latest launch in some of the D9 and 10 precinct, most of the new launches were government land sales, and of course we have top performers like Canning Hill Pierce that has already challenged a 3,000 plus benchmark pricing in terms of PSF launch price, and that's going to spur on upward movement in future launches, whether is it in D9 or 10 or whether is it in D1 and 2, judging also by the price performance of RCR pricing. For example, some of the latest tender price at Slim Barrack in Lantoy and Ang Mo Kio, where they are all expected to launch above the $2,100 per square foot benchmark. As you walk towards this area, currently it's a 6-seater, can go up to 8 if you want. Now as we flip over, you are given a 3-meter ceiling height for a living and dining zone. For luxury projects, definitely ducted aircon is a given. At this 20 over levels right here that we are at, sitting right on the sofa level, that gives you a clear direct view of Marina Bay. You don't have to worry about any afternoon sun because on the west portion right here at the very diagonal angle, these are all being shielded by the MBFC towers. The Esplanade, entire part of South Beach, plus City Hall, Suntec City, and you're looking right at the bay view right here. Basically, if you're hunting for a bay unit, you only have stack number 7 and 8 to choose from. From these two stacks, basically stack 7 is 1055 square feet or 1066 square feet, and stack number 8 is the larger version with a home shelter and a double balcony at 1200 plus square feet. Of course, there are huge quantum differences because there are close to about 200 square feet difference in terms of size. And if you're hunting for a sea-facing unit, you have stack number 3, which is 1066 square feet, vis-a-vis the larger version at stack number 2, which is 1130 square feet. Also quantum differences between the two different sea-facing stacks. And this property right here is asking for 2.68 million for 1055 square feet, and that brings us to about 2,500 plus per square foot. And judging by the performance in this region, this range for the bay-facing unit is at a very nice entry quantum. So NBR is also sitting on top of the Marina Bay Link Mall, which has close to about 179,000 square feet of retail space. Your shopping mall is just right beneath your footsteps. That links you directly to the downtown MRT station as well. So you have the Marina Bay MRT line, which will also connect itself to Thomson East Coast line in due time. Existingly is already an interchange for the North-South line as well as the Circle line. If you want to head towards the East-West line, there's only one station away, or in fact you can just walk across the street to Raffles Place, and that's just right within a 4-minute walking distance. And it's not also about buying the location, you're also buying the fact that you're located within all the big landmarks of Singapore. For example, the mansion of Marina Bay Financial Centre is already an international branding because a lot of MNCs and big brands, they're all located within the 3 financial towers right here. On top of that, you're beside Marina Bay Integrated Resort, which is world-renowned, plus the fact that you have Gardens by the Bay, Marina Barrage, Esplanade, Singapore Flyer, and you're also seated right beside the largest available white side plots in the Marina Bay district that's marked for future years of development. Of course, you're going to enjoy fireworks during the festive celebrations. This is a perfect place for you to put in your outdoor furniture, and we also love the fact that MBR balconies are sheltered at the top. There's no more land plots right in front of MBR that's fronting towards the bay view, so you can be assured that this view is yours to stay. I'm going to bring you to look at the 2 bedrooms. So MBR has a setting of a bay window, and just to create a few ideas on what we can potentially do with the bay window is that this can have 3 to 4 different options. The first one is that if you need a little bit more storage space, you can create like a half height up to maybe about your waist level for a full-on storage right here with an L corner at that direction without affecting your view of the bay every single morning, because that is going to give you a lot of motivation for your work and business. Second kind of option is that you can create a full customized desk that pops out a little little bit, and this can be the space for 2 chairs that's fronting towards the bay. You can create maybe a partial space for a makeup table, and then a partial space for your work zone. And then the third way is, of course, to throw in a customized cushion all the way and create a reading zone right here. So these are just some options for you to utilize your bay window, and that's also the similar option for the common bedroom as well. Right now, this is a king bed with a side table. So with a king, you still have ample space right here in your bedroom. Also, that is being done with a ducted aircon system. So 2 huge panel of wardrobe that's already pre-built. When you come to the bedrooms, these are all long timber wood flooring. So ensuite with a long bath. What is impressive is definitely this tap. You need to have a look at this now. So you got to slide upwards for water, and then slide upwards this way. Oh my goodness, so strong water pressure. All right. Marble flooring, wall tiles is in great shape. This unit, in fact, is also good to go for immediate rental. So just have a look at past rental rate. Just in tail end of 2021 and the start of 2022, you'll be surprised to know that the rental performance all these years has been extremely stable. In fact, it has also grown gradually. If you want to get a 2-bedder fronting the bay view, you need to have at least $7,500 to $8,000 right now to rent something of this size for fully furnished unit, or even higher depending on which level you're going at. If you're getting something in the sea view stack, you need to have at least $7,000 to rent a 2-bedder right now in MBR. Now this is the common bedroom. 2-panel wardrobe right here. From here, you get to see a little bit of the sea view, the tail end of Sentosa Cove as well. 3 panels of window space, a little bit of a bay right here that you can also create additional storage or reading area, or maybe a table right here. Queen bed already in place for you. You also have another option here to make it into an ensuite if you want, which is to shift your door entrance right to this direction, so that can create like a junior master kind of feel. If not, you can just maintain to let this be a common bathroom. So common bathroom is also great in shape, standing shower space, full on with mirror, very decent condition. Now that we've seen the bedroom, we need to answer the question that if you are hunting for a project in D1 Marina Bay, what are some of the other choices that you might have? So the very first one, as mentioned, was the sale in Marina Bay that was completed in the year 2008, followed by MBR, completed in the year 2010, and then you have 2013, which marks the completion of Marina Bay Suites. However, in Marina Bay Suites, there are only 3 and 4 bedder, unlike the sale at MBR where you have a range of 1, 2, 3 and 4 beds. So if you want to hunt for a 2-bedder unit, you technically only have the sale, MBR, as well as the latest project that has been completed in 2016, which is Marina Residences. If you're hunting for a bay view, you only have your choice left for the sale as well as MBR. When we further dive into the stack differences in terms of PSF pricing, the sale in terms of its bay view facing unit at Tower 1 is also commanding a $2,000+ per square foot. You're also looking at a quantum of $2 million, and MBR being slightly newer, that creates a different kind of preference, and we'll leave it to your preference on whether you want to have the sale or MBR as your next home. This is at $2 million entry price range, $2,500+ per square foot. Last but not least, in terms of facilities, you have your full-on lap pool, gym, function room, kids pool, your barbecue pits are all located at level 7. In terms of parking, it's also a breeze because the moment you head back home, parking is available all the way from level 2 to level 7, and visitors parking on level 5, 6 and 7. Alright, thank you for staying with us on our home tour. Last but not least, if you want to have a look at this place, give a call to Beatrice or Michaela. They'll be very happy to arrange a viewing appointment or answer any questions that you might have on this particular investment. My name is Melvin Lim, Propertylimbrothers as always. Happy to show you the place. In the meantime, take care. With this, okay, sorry, let's do it. Ready? 因为我口水喷出来，你会看到啊。OK， 哇，这个人还比我忙哎！你看这个 agent 是谁啊？我1台，他3台，3台电话，1台电话。